Hello and welcome to another episode of the Business Spotlight series. My name is Claudia Thompson and today I'm here with Simone Ippolito from Winederful. Hello, Simone. Why don't you start and tell us who you are and what it is that you do?
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Simone Ippolito. I'm the founder and the director of Winederful UK, which is a wine importing business and distributing business for the UK, where we import my family wines, which are the Ippolito 1845 canteen coming from the region of Calabria in the south of Italy. Actually, the oldest canteen coming from the region of Calabria in the south of Italy. So something that is pretty close to my heart and something that I'm passionate about. I do other bits and bobs. I'm business development manager for Appius, which is a digital agency in Bournemouth, and I'm also director for the Bournemouth Chamber of Trade and Commerce, which is obviously looking after small to medium businesses in our local area.
Oh, fantastic. And you've been going for about 3 years now. And
Yes.
if you had to start from square one in business, what would you do differently?
I will have more patience and I will most definitely be a lot more organized and precise in the things I do. It's very easy, I think, at the beginning when you run a business to just free flow it, as I often do as part of my ADHD. It's hard to stick with something and allocate time and patience to it. But in business, it's very important, I think, to be precise, to have a plan, to stick to that plan, and see the results and react to it accordingly. Also, in an environment, whether you're selling a product, do your researches and don't necessarily take for granted that friends and family are going to help you after the beginning of the journey, because it's a very lonely world as a business owner, but you find a lot about yourself, and there's certainly a lot to learn from the negative days more than the positive days.
Yeah, and we chatted about this in our
Yeah.
pre-interview chat. You had a very interesting take on what a struggle is and what isn't. Could you
Yeah.
explain our viewers what your thoughts are?
Yeah, so I had a fairly traumatic 2023, as I just said here a bit earlier on. But that wasn't really to do with business. That was to do with a lot of family stuff, a lot of negative things happening, which put a lot of the rest of the things in perspective. And I kind of thrive on challenges, on negative stuff when it comes to business. But when it came to personal things, my mind just got a little bit lost, as I couldn't really deal with it for as long as it happened, unfortunately. So I find myself on the more, actually on the less happy side of things, let's call it. And I've learned a lot about myself that I probably wouldn't have otherwise if everything was going right. And business oftentimes works in the same way. We were talking about the analogy of it's easy to navigate the calm waters with no boats around on a sunny day, but it's not quite the same when the sea is rough, when you have boats coming at you left, right, and center. It's raining, the visibility is poor, but that's what makes you, sorry, a good pilot, right? Or a driver. I don't know what the exact term is when you're conducting a boat, but that's what makes you learn, right? That's what sharpens your skills and what makes you, elite. And I find in business, the bad days are the best days to learn something about business, and especially to learn something about yourself. I had some incredibly bad days in my 3 years journey where, I was around and life was throwing things at me, business was throwing things at me, and I was like, okay, a challenge accepted. Let's deal with it. And I think if you're starting a business now, and if I can give you something that you can take on board with you today, is embrace the bad days, because those are going to be the best days for you to, learn something about your business and something about yourself, and actually get something that is going to make your business improve. Those days are special, and those days can't come soon enough, because the sooner you make those mistakes, the sooner those bad days come, the easier it will be for you to deal with them for the foreseeable and for the rest of your business journey. It's something that without sounding drastic or dramatic, it's something that I wish for people to have in the very early stages of your business journey, because again, it's going to define who you are earlier on. And if you're not cut to have a business, you're going to see that in the very early stages. Again, be ready for the lonely nights, the long weekends, the sad days, the days that your question is worth it. You need to power through that. Same as you need to power through life in a bad day. If you have a bad day, you're just not going to throw away the whole year, are you? Same goes with business. A bad day just not defines your business and who you are. But who you are is defined in those moments and the way you react to it. So be ready. And again, be prepared to embrace it, because there's a lot to learn on those days.
And speaking of rough seas and difficult days, I don't think there's a business owner out there that wouldn't say that the last 3 years weren't challenging and difficult.
No.
What would you attribute your growth to? So yeah, why are you still here? What
I'll
helped you
explain
keep
that
going?
in a very simple way, and actually in one single word, which is passion. If you're having a business and you're not doing something that you're passionate about, you're doing something wrong. Period. There is no way around it. I wouldn't be here if I wasn't passionate about what I'm doing. I wouldn't be doing the things I'm doing if I wasn't passionate about them. Whether it's wine, whether it's Chamber of Commerce, because I'm passionate about my community, whether it's Appus, because I'm passionate about sales and growth and new business. Passion is what drives us. We have the usual saying, do something you love and you're not going to be working a day in your life. Well, that's true in a sense. If you're doing something that you love, put in the extra 2 hours. Having a bad day is not going to become as a burden to you. It's part of the process, and you need to trust that process, because Rome wasn't built in a day. You can't expect to have a successful business in a year, not in 2 years. Most of businesses, if you see the statistics, they fail in the first 2 years. And it's a sad reality, because people unfortunately look at short-term plans rather than long-term plans. I had a meeting 10 minutes ago with shareholders in my business, and I said to them, what's the bigger picture? What are we trying to grow our business for? And we set our goals, we set what we think is important for the business to achieve. And that's the bigger picture. It's not what we think we want the business to be in a year, it's what we want the business to be in 5 years. And again, if you're looking at the 1 year figure and it's not quite what you want it to be, what are you going to do? You just give up? No, you reassess, you reset, you take the positive, you take the negative, and you drive with it. You make changes about yourself. Again, as we were just discussing the beginning of the call, in the very first week of 2024, and this is, bear in mind for everybody that's going to be listening, this is not a new year resolution, this is a new life resolution. I want to make changes to myself that are going to allow me to be the best version of myself in everything I do in life. And don't wait, unfortunately, like me, until something happens in your life that you realize, oh, actually, I haven't been the best boyfriend that I can be. I haven't been the best friend that I can be. I haven't been the best director I can be. Take action now. Now is the time. It's not, oh, yeah, I'll do it in 2025. Or no, yeah, I'll do it in June. Oh, yeah, no, I'll do it at the end of January, because January is a bit of a tricky month. Take action now. Now is the time. Not tomorrow, not the day after. Now is the time. Procrastination is what kills businesses. Stop doing that. You're thinking about, oh, yeah, I'll do this later on. Get in the habit. No, I'll do it right now. And I'll chill later on. That needs to be the mindset. And that's what I'm going to apply to everything I do in life now. whether it's taking the dog out, whether it's sending a nice message to my girlfriend, whether it's do a business action that, I need to take now rather than 10 minutes time, do it now. Plan your day, know what you need to do, and do it. And see the dog just talking about him. I can say hello.
They always know.
Yes.
And you
This is the reason why I do it.
Oh, that's the first time a dog made an appearance, and I love it. So you, in your functions, have to deal with a lot of other people,
Yes.
be it suppliers or shareholders. What qualities do you look for when working with people?
Certainly being nice people is the main thing I'm looking out for, because I believe, and I actually strongly believe, that people buy from people. So be nice, and it's something that I've been, I'd say, shouting out for quite a while now. Being nice costs zero. Costs you exactly £0 on any given day of the week or the month or the year. And I would rather do business with a nice person than with a bad person, even if it comes down to a slight difference in price. Being easy to deal with, being easy to work with is a huge asset. And it's not something that you put on your CV. It's not something that you put in your company description, but it's something that is going to help you close deals. It's going to help you having the right people around you that are going to support you along your journey. I'm working with, my logistic partner, which are incredibly nice people. They know the challenges that I'm facing as a wine business owner. They know the flexibility that they need to have when there is an important order coming in. There's one, but they still need to get that order out. I wouldn't be doing that with a person that is not nice, and a person that is not understandable of, the challenges that I face as a business myself. So shout out to the prep center, my guys that have helped me throughout this journey. Actually, they helped me massively, being able to sit back and focus on new business rather than worrying about logistics and deliveries and all the rest of it, which I was doing myself at the beginning, which again is part of the deal. You grow into your business and you know exactly what that logistics looks like. So when you're outsourcing, you know exactly what you're looking for, the challenges of it, and if a third party or a partner per se is doing the right job for you. Know everything about your business. Fundamentally important for any new business.
Yeah.
Be in every category of your business that you can be.
Yeah. And you mentioned that maybe last year you weren't quite so good at balancing your personal life and your work life, but are there maybe any learnings that you can share from that time for anyone who's finding themselves in that situation right now?
Yeah, that again is defined in a simple word, and is being selfish. Being selfish, unfortunately, is something that comes quite naturally when you're running a business. You think the business always have priority, but it doesn't. Balance always have the priority, because if you're not balanced in life, you're not performing well in your business. You're not performing well in your relationship. You're not performing well as a friend. Is inevitable. People always try, I'm going to give it 100% at my business. Are you giving 100% at your, say, relationship life? Are you giving 100% to your friendship life? Oftentimes you don't. And you're going to find, unfortunately, that until you have that balance, you can't declare yourself happy, because one does not complete the picture. And again, the picture is you have a good work-life balance, then you're happy. You're not just happy if your business is going a million miles an hour, you come back home, your girlfriend is not happy, you have no friends around you. You're not. And that's something that nobody tells you, because all we're seeing on LinkedIn, all we're seeing on, people that are trying to sell you something is business, 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 business. What about the rest of it? What about doing the things that make you happy? What about going out and have a nice walk with your dog and your girlfriend and you enjoying a sip of sunshine, which is fairly rare in this country? What about making the most of your days? What about actually, I don't need to do that extra hour on my social media pages. I do need to have that extra hour with my family. Balance. There are things that you have to do for your business, and there are things that you can do, you should do, but they're not quite as important. Find that balance. Find it earlier on, because your business is not worth you losing your relationship. Your business is not worth you losing your family. Your business is not worth you losing your friends. Everything needs to come as a match all together.
Yeah.
And I hope somebody that needs to hear this hears it sooner rather than later, because we all know we always, put too much effort into business and not enough effort in a relationship. And again, if you want to be the best version of yourself, that needs to go to everything you do. Can't be just business.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that was beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Passion.
And that already brings us to our last question. What are some common misconceptions that people have about running a business, and how would you address them?
So people think that running a business, you're going to make money early. That is most definitely not the case. People think that running a business is as easy as running a team or running a game online. Is not quite. Running a business is about learning where failure can come from. Running a business is about being prepared. And running a business is about, as I said, most importantly, about embracing the bad days, because there's going to be a ton of it. It's going to be about resilience. It's going to be about, hey, I took 9 no as an answer this week. I'm still thriving for that one yes as a 1 out of 10. That 1 out of 10 is what you're looking for. Be prepared to hear no an awful lot of times. You need to establish yourself, but also be prepared to be passionate about what you do, because passion, you will be surprised how much that translates with people, how much people are gonna value more because you put passion in what you do. It's so important. In the last year alone, I learned that people listen to me, because I thought people would listen to me because it's, without bragging about it, it's the good-looking Italian guy, it's tall, it's this and that. They know. People listen to me because I'm passionate about what I do and everything I do. And I haven't quite realized that, unfortunately, up until last year. And that is an incredible asset that I have, that is natural to me. I don't need to pretend to be passionate about something, because if I'm just not doing it. Now, some of you out there that are listening to this, you're not naturally as passionate as me about something. Or actually, let's rephrase it. You're not as naturally able to translate that passion to other people, right? Find what clicks. Find what makes you talk about the passion that you have. Bring that into conversation early on. Or get out of the comfort zone and bring your passion out. And this is something I was talking today on LinkedIn. I realized the power of LinkedIn and the power of the following on LinkedIn that I have, and speaking with other creators or whatever they want to be called on LinkedIn, and they say, "Oh yeah, you can sell X much on LinkedIn." I said, "Screw that! I don't want to use it for that. There's got no value to me. That brings me absolutely nothing. That LinkedIn is giving me an extra £1,000 a year that can go straight to the bin. I really couldn't care less. If I can help one person a month via LinkedIn becoming better, that will have gave me an incredible amount of value to me as a person. Nothing that money can buy. Help people, people will help you back."
Yeah.
Be nice. And we go back to that circle,
Yeah.
which is
So
about be nice,
be nice, embrace
be
the bad days.
passion, and 30. So I think that's the third point. And I was, because again, I got ADHD, so I bounce between between things. Sorry about that. Is get out of your comfort zone. And it's something that, I was doing myself an awful lot of time. I was like, I'm never going to be good at doing photography, or I'm never going to be able to read a book, or I'm never going to be doing jiu-jitsu, or I'm never going to be doing this, I'm never going to be doing that. And I decided from 2024, and again, I'll repeat that for everybody listening, this is not a new year resolution, it's a new life resolution. No more of that. Getting out of your comfort zone nice and early. Get one thing a month, maybe to begin with, that you're not good at. Do it. Do something that you always told yourself, no, I'm not going to do that. Do it. Because that will set yourself in terms of discipline. And running a business, it's a lot about discipline. It's a lot about, oh yeah, I need to make sure I send those invoices. I need to make sure that I register those VATs returns. I need to make sure that I'm checking in with that client. I need to make sure I do a lot of things. That comes with routine, that comes with discipline. And that doesn't come if you don't apply that in life in general. It's not, you can't just switch off a button and say, okay, yeah, I'm going to do it for the business, but I'm not going to do it for the rest of things in life. It just doesn't work. Because I promise you, you will always forget something.
Yeah.
Get your discipline in nice and early in life, and you can then apply that to your business.
Perfect. Beautiful
And that's
summary.
the third point.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for your time today. How
Pleasure.
can
Thank you
people
for having me.
get in touch with you, and how can they find out more about what you do?
So I'm on LinkedIn, obviously. So again, my name is Simone Ippolito. I don't think you'll find many Simone Ippolito on LinkedIn these days. So I'm the one with a big smile on his face in his profile picture. If he's struggling, and this is the main thing I want people to reach out for. If he's struggling with anything in life, you're not alone. Please, 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 I beg you, drop me a message, because you're not alone. There is people out there that want to help you. There's people out there that want to see you successful. And I will help you as much as I can in whatever way I can. Then if you also want to do a business, say, feel free to reach out. But I will say primarily for people that are struggling, my door is always open. No matter the time, no matter the day, I will find the time to help you out. And don't think that you should be ashamed of the fact that you're struggling, because you're not. And don't think just because you try to reach out to the people that you normally reach out to and they haven't responded to your call for help, that's it. There are people out there that want to help you. I'm one of those. Feel free to drop me a message at any given time.
No.
Please don't drop me a message about website works and stuff like that, because I see 50 of those a day.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for your time today, and I'll speak to you soon.
Pleasure. Have a lovely year and a very successful 2024, everybody. All the best.